Welcome back, guys. I'm Coach Doobie, and this is your Fit Coach Tip of the Week. Once again, filming from On Deck Training Center in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. The topic for today is agility, and more specifically, the two main principles I like to educate my young athletes on understanding agility and how to be a more agile athlete, and those are your center of mass and your center of gravity. Now, the cliff notes to this whole video is basically you need to drop your hips and lean to where you want to go. Most coaches get that, most people get that, most athletes get that, but we all forget to implement it. I have a lot of young athletes working on their agility. Maybe they're working with other coaches, maybe they're working on their own, and they typically will do hurdle drills, cone drills, ladder drills, agility sticks, all these great little devices. And when they're working on their own, I ask them, well, what are you working on? Oh, I'm doing this cool drill. Right, but what are you really working on? How are you getting better besides just doing a drill over and over and over again and getting used to the drill? They kind of look at me a little bit funny, like, what do you mean? What are you doing with your hips? What are you doing with your body lean? Do you understand these principles? And most of the time they don't. Once I explain it, they kind of get it, and they kind of get it naturally, but these are one of these things we want to implement as coaches, as parents, as players. We want to get better. We want to get more agile. So we need to understand center of mass and center of gravity. So basically the easy way to understand it is your center of mass is a fixed location on your body. You have your belly button about 1.5 inches low, that's your center of mass. This point in your body will not change. The lower that is to the ground, the more agile you will be. The easier it will be for you to move. I always have my athletes do this little drill, okay? They have a line, any line, all right? I'll have them hop side to side, standing as tall as possible, and when they can't go that fast. They're a little bit out of balance. The minute they drop that center of mass, they're able to go much faster and stay under control. Why this is important is because anytime they change direction, I want to see a visual drop in their hips. I want to see a visual drop in that center of mass. Super easy to understand, very easily forgotten. What's the first thing that happens in any sport once fatigue sets in? They all stand tall. Okay, so as coaches, as parents, as athletes, remind each other about dropping that center of mass. The second rule of being a more agile athlete is understanding your center of gravity. Basically what that is, in this anatomical position, standing up, your center of mass and center of gravity is almost at the same point. The thing that's different is your center of gravity is not fixed. So the minute you go into a body lean, okay, say this power line here, your center of gravity is now out here. And that gravity is actually pulling you in that direction. If I let go of this leg, I'm going to fall in that direction. Now when I run, the easy way to utilize that center of gravity, that force pulling you, is to lean in the direction you want to go. Let me give you a quick demonstration. I have my athletes do a hurdle drill standing very tall. So they'll stand as tall as they can doing the drill. I have them do it a couple times, as tall as they can doing the drill. Now that center of gravity is basically leaning to the direction you want to go. It makes you go through much faster. Two quick tips: center of mass, center of gravity. Understand the difference, understand how to implement it. You will be a much happier athlete, you'll be a better coach, you'll be a much more understanding parent, and that is your Fit Coach Tip of the Week. Thanks, guys.